Okay.
All right, great. I think we can begin just by discussing first what are we going to do. I remember a few of us last week, our first class, we discussed a little bit on what we uh, on we what on what we can make for this project for this course. I think we can begin with that. I remember Ben having a really interesting idea using Raspberry Pi. Can you maybe elaborate on that?
Yeah, okay, hi guys. So I think that we can do some IoT. So it just water dispenser for I think for soil uh how do I say kelembapan tanah something like that lah. Okay. So it's like when the soil itself hits some temperature, then the machine will have a water dispense lah, so that can make the temperature for the soil like in the what we want lah, something like that. So that's using Raspberry Pi, yeah, something like that.
Okay, great.
I see.
Really like the
Okay.
idea. So are you trying to focus on trying to make the environment a little bit cooler or what?
No, it's just like you know, in Malaysia, like sometimes we don't have the weather in Malaysia is like not like normal, you know. Sometimes it's rain and sometimes like so sunny and so on. So it's like we make it if the situation like okay, that is for it's not like say at kebun. Do you guys know kebun?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
bila dekat kebun tu, it's like tak ada orang jaga. So like it's contohlah tak ada orang jaga. Contoh dekat kampung ada kebun and then bila terlalu panas musim kemarau and something like that. So the tanah itself terlalu panas kan. So
Mm, okay.
the temperature kita akan baca lah read with I don't know what we call adalah reader temperature tu can buy. So bila dia hit certain yang macam terlampau panas, then the water will dispense lah so that boleh buat tanah tu lembab. Get it right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's just like
Okay.
that. Just a simple one.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Yeah. By the way, Brenta,
Yes.
I hope you can also take note of, maybe take just some rough notes about the ideas
Yeah, yeah.
discussed.
I'm taking already.
Yeah, great, nice. So maybe I would explain a bit about my idea, and then maybe each of us can continue with that, with their own ideas. So personally, I've been staying in an apartment for this last 2 weeks, and I was visiting a friend who is staying on another apartment, and I found something that is, very, very interesting, also very useful for the residents of that apartment. So this specific apartment uses something like, I would say, not as AI as as advanced as AI, but it does really help with their day-to-day life. So whenever a vehicle enters the apartment residence, there's no actually security guards trying to see what plate number that vehicle has, or they also don't use any cards to get into that resident. So instead, they put this one camera just right in front of the gate, and they scan that vehicle number and then match it into the database. So if that vehicle number is registered on that apartment residence, they just open the gate and let it through. So it really makes the whole process more efficient and also a lot faster and also a lot safer. So maybe I mean, this technology is still pretty rare. I mean, my apartment right now doesn't have it, and maybe there's a lot of potential. We could develop something like this in the future. Yes, yeah. Yes, that's my idea. Huh? What do you guys think?
Uh,
Nabil,
yeah, it's a good idea.
uh, oh, about the system you mentioned just now. I think it's already exists because I've used it once last year for my apartment.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
scanning plate number for car. Yeah, it already exists. I want to ask if it's okay for us to develop system that already exists?
I mean, I don't see any problem with it as long as we develop it ourselves, and also us trying to bring it into somewhere else that doesn't have it yet. I don't think
Okay.
there's a problem with it. I mean, we could go to with any other ideas as well. No problem. Right, anybody else? You can continue. Maybe Rashfin or Afaf. Brenda as well.
Maybe I can start first. I wanna how do you say this? For the current issue, if you guys know about the teacher, Mr. Fadli, do you guys know about that? About the
Oh.
teacher that perjuangkan students' rights, about back sekolah yang berat. You guys know about that?
No,
Sorry, I'm not
No.
sure.
It's the current hot issues lah.
issue.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was thinking about developing a system for the students so that the students doesn't have to bring so many textbooks or buku latihan to the school anymore, you know? It's like e-learning but for school students.
So you're like
Yeah,
proposing
it's just
to
a
do a
rough idea.
system, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just thinking about that because I've been following the issues this week.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a rough idea, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. Yep. Anyone else? Rashfin, Brenda.
My idea is really simple. Previously when I was in diploma, I helped my lecturer to build a simple Android program application to learn Java. I mean, there is in the app you can access notes, quiz, and so on. So yeah, that's really simple one. So I think we can upgrade that, but I'm not sure because lecturer wanted us to find a client, a real client, and then discuss with them.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure which who's the target. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great idea. Definitely, we can do that. Anyone else?
Rash, can you explain more about your project?
It was called Fun with Java. It contained notes, quiz, and then I guess
So it's like like e-learning, is it?
yeah, it's almost like e-learning, but it's very simple. Later I will send screenshot of the apps.
So it's like a web design or what?
No, it's Android application. It
So I
used to
think
be
if you
in
want
the
if you want to find client or so on, I think you can go for SE punya student lah, dia punya lecturer and so on. Yeah, you can approach Pesaka, something like that.
Saka.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Anyone else? Surya, what's your idea? Anything?
I really don't have idea.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
But
also fun.
I kind of like Nabil's idea.
The camera one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just my opinion lah.
Yeah,
True,
well,
true. I think another one is also cool.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's all good ideas what we have discussed. Problem is, we need to implement the design thinking process, right? So, us sitting here just try to think of a lot of these ideas. You know, it might not. I mean, how can I say it? It might not align well with what people mean. So, this is a problem that Rashfin also mentioned, that we don't actually know who are we working for, who's the client is.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to find a client.
so definitely we need to clarify that problem first with doctor, and then we can go through the process of design thinking. So definitely trying to understand the client's problem by empathizing, and then defining what we can do about it, and also trying to develop solution, which is the idea part, prototyping, which is making the high fidelity prototype, and finally testing by deploying and asking the clients for feedback. But anyways, from our position right now, we, it's a little bit hard for us to go through this process. But yeah, it is, our session tonight is also pretty useful. We have at least a couple of years that we can work on, trying to expand at least for the next meeting, which is great.
so is there anything else?
Yeah, at least for now, I don't think there is. But it really comes down to once we clarify with doctor later
Mm-hmm.
on who
True.
we are working for. So once we get that clarified, we can go through the design thinking process so much easier than just rather than just talking about random ideas like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at least at the very least, our session tonight is it's great, since we are talking and discussing a little bit and trying to understand each of everyone's ideas, and we at least have a couple that we can go on maybe in the future. All right, maybe that's it. I don't think we can discuss anymore.
One more thing.
Yeah.
In the Telegram, like doctor said, prepare a set of questions to be asked to selected potential user. What does that mean?
I think the questions to be asked to our stakeholder.
Or the
Yeah.
client?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have to prepare it in this meeting or?
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Maybe Brenta can make a Google Docs and share the link here, just so we can get the questions there.
Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Try and see can access or not.
I can open it, but
Yeah, I can open it.
But can you access it?
I can add it in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Need
Can
to
open but
request.
cannot edit.
Need to add request edit access.
Oh, wait. Try now.
Okay.
Okay.
It works. All right. Okay.
I think right. Like now we have 4 ideas. So if the questions to be asked to our stakeholder, I think we have to come down by 1, which means we have to already decide our topic.
Oh,
So
If not,
yes,
if you want to
Yeah,
do
true.
for everything, then
Mhm. Yeah,
I think we can do voting.
sorry.
definitely not. Only one.
No?
Yeah. I'm comfortable with Nabil
yeah.
and Raj punya idea.
I
Both of
think
them.
Nabe is okay.
Because Rashwin's one is already already done the system, right?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
can just update it.
Yep, true.
So
Yeah.
which one you
Mhm.
guys prefer?
I'm actually interested with Ben's idea
Ben.
about the soil.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
interesting
because
too.
we can relate to current issues also, you know, like the climate change.
Okay.
Can easily control the moist of the soil.
Soil.
If
Yeah.
it's too dry, we can yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Mm.
so who are voting for Nabil's idea? Anyone?
I think all of us need to put to vote down in the for now lah at the
Yeah,
docs
Google
that
Docs.
yeah, Google Docs.
Okay. Yes.
Maybe you can do it like this. Until, yeah. Just list out your name then. Just below it. Yeah, personally, I really like Ben's idea. It's also, pretty easy as well. So I'm gonna vote for this one.
Okay. We can clearly see the winner.
Nice.
So Ben Hastings. Okay.
Yeah. But that's the first thing. We need to find our client. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mm. So maybe with Ben's idea, do we have maybe a rough idea on who might be our client to be in
Yeah.
the future?
Roughly.
Roughly. So
Maybe
we
we can find any person at UTM. Maybe like that they have we have a lot of tanah in UTM and
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of kebun. I
mhm.
think we can find someone else here.
Yeah, okay. Maybe someone from UTM, okay. Maybe even with your idea, probably anyone could use it, right? Maybe someone,
Yep, yep.
yeah,
Mm.
Maybe
maybe
like
like a family of
our
four
family.
living in your
Yeah,
home, yeah,
yes.
yeah,
If
yeah. Anyone could
yes.
be, yeah.
Easy.
Or if you want to
Easy.
make it like small device, like
Mm,
small, we can put in
true.
apartment and so on. If you gardening and
Mhm.
so on, yeah.
Easy
Yeah,
approach family.
Yep, true.
Okay. Stakeholder. So what will be the question?
For this project, right? Do we need to develop Android application or like a website thing?
I think Android application also need.
Mm-hmm. Android
So
application.
that we
Okay.
can download the apps on our phone and control it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You can control it. Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it. So it's like we need some database. I'm not so sure about it, but I think we need some database
Mm-hmm.
to at least store some data lah. Like when the water will spring at one type, what times the water will dispense and so on.
Mm-hmm.
I think can use like Google Firebase or I don't know any database that you
So
prefer.
Ben, have you ever tried this out before, this idea before?
Yep, during my diploma.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So another question I have is you mentioned that we could use Raspberry Pi, right? So
Yep.
does that Raspberry Pi could store like simple schedule like you mentioned before?
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to eliminate if
Right.
we even need a database at this point. Because
Uh,
from what I see, we could just like use that Android application to just
yeah,
upload
true.
the settings into the Raspberry Pi, right?
Yep, true.
Yeah, okay, that's great. All right, maybe we could do 5 minutes. Everybody could Google something up, and then we come up with each a person a question to be asked. That'd be good.
Yep, sure.
Yep.
All right, then 5 minutes from now, 7:38, around there. Okay, just list out your question. 4 and 5. Nice.
Guys, hello.
Yes.
Uh, Sorry to say, but I think I don't know how to set up this meeting, but this meeting will end in 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. What? Is
Okay,
it
okay. One
because?
more minute. 7:36. Everyone, write their question. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go. So Brenta, how many minutes do we have left?
I think around 2 minutes plus.
2 minutes. Okay, I think we should just close it for now.
Okay.
And because you're recording this and we also have this Google Docs, I think you could also, once you get the recording, we could also give the doctor the Google Docs as well, so that we have the list of questions. Because I
Mhm.
don't think we're going to make it in 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah. And anyone has anything to add?
I think that's all.
No.
Yeah.
Right. That's great, everyone. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
guys.
think it's a really good beginning to our course. Hope we can work together well and finish this course with pleasant grades. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.